Happy Hanukkah, everyone. My name is Emma Katz. Welcome to NILI Chanuka Sparks. I want to go back to the original Gemara in which we learn about Hanukkah. My Hanukkah. The Gemara starts off famously, my Hanukkah. What is Hanukkah? And the Gemara first answers us and says, Hanukkah is a day on which we do not eulogize. Fascinating. The Rambam brings this down lahalacha in Hilchos Evel in Mishnah Torah. He says, "Ein mafsidin et hames b'Chanukah u'bepurim v'lo b'Roshei Chadashim aval noagim b'hem divrei avilos." That if chas v'shalom a person passes away before Chanukah, you must observe all other rules of avilos, all other customs that we have of mourning for another. However, you may not eulogize. You may not share words of hesped. The Levush gives us an explanation. Why is that? Why can't we share hespedim on Chanukah and Purim? And he says, "Shelo lahasiach da'atam mehachna'at v'avuzas Hashem yisbarach." That we should not be deterred from focusing on our avodas Hashem of the day. But the Levush asks a question which takes us back to the Gemara, which is, what is the avodas Hashem of the day? Is there really so much going on during the day of Chanukah that we can't share words of hesped? Let's see what the Gemara tells us that we must do on Chanukah. So the Gemara started off, my Chanukah. It retells the story of Chanukah that when the Yevanim, the evil Greeks, entered into the Heichal of the Beis HaMikdash, they made impure all of the oil that was found in the Heichal. We know the story of Chanukah, that when the Chashmonaim reclaimed the Beis HaMikdash, they went in and they tried to find, but they could not find only one tiny jug of oil. They found one hidden jug of oil. There was only enough in there to light for one day. However, a miracle occurred, and it was able to stay lit for 8 days. The Gemara tells us, so then what happened? We established the following year that forever we would celebrate on that day a day of Halal v'hoda'ah, of celebration to Hashem. However, what's missing from the Gemara? What's missing is lighting candles. If I were to ask you, what is Chanukah? Chanukah is a day on which we light the menorah to celebrate the miracles that Hashem did for us. However, the Gemara only says, Yemei Halal v'hoda'ah. This is days of Halal v'hoda'ah, of praising God and thanking God. So what is happening here? Why can't we give hesped if there's so much to do on that day? But when we look in the Gemara doesn't even talk about the one thing that we actually do on that day. What is going on here? The Rambam answers us. Umipnei zeh hitkinu chachamim shebe'oto hador sheyeh shmona yamim ha'ilu. The Rambam explains to us the answer to our question via explaining the halachot of Chanukah. So the Rambam tells us that we established that there would be an 8-day holiday which would begin on Chaf Hei B'Kislev. Yemei Simcha v'Halal, it would be days of happiness and praise. V'madlikim bahen hanerot, and you would light on those days the candles. Be'erev al pitrei habatim b'chol laila v'laila mishmonat halilot laharot ulegalot hanis. We would light candles in the doorways of each of the houses for 8 nights in order to publicize the miracle. V'yamim elu hein hanikraim Chanukah. These 8 days are going to be called Chanukah. V'hin asurim behesped v'tanit ki yemei hapurim. You are not allowed to fast, and you are not allowed to eulogize like the day of Purim. V'hadlakat hanira bahen mitzvah midivrei sofrim kikriyas hamegillah. And the lighting of the candles was established on that day, like the mitzvah of Mikra Megillah. So based on this Rambam, we understand what is interchangeable with the word hoda'ah that we had in the Gemara. The lighting of the candles. What does this mean? What are we expressing through lighting the candles? We are not just aiming to imitate what happened in the Beis HaMikdash. We are not just going to replay the miracle. Because if we were going to do that, perhaps we would light one night to commemorate how they had enough for one night and it lasted for 8. Rather, the Rambam is telling us that the lighting of the candles is to represent our sense of hoda'ah, our sense of gratitude. That gratitude is not just saying thank you, it's not just the Hallel, but it is also the lighting of the candles. It is taking our gratitude and our sense of Hakaras Hatov to Hashem, and it is putting it into action. It is showing the world what Hashem did for us and how grateful we are. So Mirz Hashem this Chanukah, when we light our candles, may we recognize that this is us putting into actions our feelings of Hallel and Hoda'at Hashem. That through lighting the candles, we are not just remembering the miracle, but we are remembering how grateful we are to Hashem for the miracles that He does for us. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. Look forward to learning again with you soon.